Hi everybody, my name is Chloe. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please hit subscribe below and that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. These presidential highlight videos are just something I'm doing from Washington all the way through Trump and maybe Biden. Well, it won't be through Biden because I'm trying to do these one per day. So this is just kind of a special series that I'm doing, but I do all different kinds of videos, so you can go on my channel, click on the videos button, and scroll all the way down and see all the different videos I've done. I've done some with my kids, Clary, Sea Dog, and Silver Mist. I have done some with my dog, Lucky. I have done some with Irish stuff, with Irish dancing, Irish fair, basic vlogs about anything and everything. Some travel videos as well, so that will be continuing after winter ends with my adventures with Chloe. So welcome to my channel. Please hit the like button, please comment below, and so we're going to continue. I don't want to take up too much time, but we're going to continue with today's lesson. I am not a teacher, but I just am passing on information. I'm doing research on each president and what happened in their presidency, and then forwarding that information on to you, and I will be giving my source at the very end. So today's video is going to be talking about our 7th president, which is Andrew Jackson, who is this guy right here. Of course, we all know him from, I believe, the $20 bill. So that's Andrew Jackson. So he was president from 1829 to 1837, and his first vice president was John C. Calhoun, and he was vice president until 1832. And if you remember, he was also the vice president for, who was the last guy I did? John Quincy Adams. So John Calhoun had 2 terms of vice presidency under 2 different presidents. So March 4th, 1829, Jackson was inaugurated, Andrew Jackson. April 13th, 1830, there was tensions between Jackson and Calhoun, and this might remind you of Burr and Hamilton. Calhoun suggests South Carolina annul the federally imposed protective tariff. Jackson threatens to deploy troops in case of nullification, and at the Jefferson Day dinner, Jackson denounces Calhoun for the theory of the nullification. The following month, Jackson finds out that Calhoun supported the discipline of Jackson over Florida, which, if you remember in yesterday's video, what happened there. If you don't, just go back to the previous video from yesterday. May 26, 1830, the Indian Removal Act. The Creek, Chickasaw, Cherokee, Choctaw, and Seminole tribes are forcibly removed to land west of the Mississippi River. The Cherokee and Creek tribes are forcibly removed from the southeast. 1/4 of them die in what's called the Trail of Tears. May 27, 1830, Jackson vetoes the Maysville Road Bill, and that would have sanctioned federal government purchase of stock for the creation of the road entirely in Kentucky. And Jackson, at that time, signs the Indian Removal Act. April 1st, 1831, the Peggy Eaton affair. Jackson reshuffles his cabinet. Peggy's husband supposedly committed suicide after finding out of her affair with Tennessee Senator John Eaton, who became Secretary of War. July 4th, 1831, French spoliation claims. France agrees to the treaty dating back to Napoleonic, I'm having a hard time saying that word, Napoleonic Wars. France agrees to pay $5 million, retracts that, and then pays after the U.S. threatens with naval superiority. July 10th, 1832, Jackson opposes the Second Bank of the U.S. November 1st, 1832, Jackson wins re-election, defeats Henry Clay and William Wirt. And this is where I kind of have to flip things around. So the vice president of office became vacant for the third time in 1832, from 1832 to 1833. The first time, I didn't put these in my other ones because I forgot that they happened, but I didn't realize that the vice presidency could be considered vacant. That's even happened in more modern times during our time on Earth. The first time was from 1805 to 1812, and the second time, and I'm saying when the vice presidency was vacant, was from 1814 to 1817, which I find very fascinating, that a president can serve without a vice president for a period of time. So, quite interesting. November 24th, 1832, the Ordinance of Nullification. It was a decree nullifying the Congress acts involving duties and imports on importation of foreign commodities. And that's when Calhoun leaves as the vice president and becomes senator. So that's where those two things kind of got mixed up. December 10th, 1832, the Nullification Proclamation. Which means the states and municipalities are forbidden from nullifying federal laws. March 1st, 1833, the Force Bill authorizes Jackson to use Army to gain compliance for federal laws in South Carolina. At some point in 1833, Martin Van Buren becomes president. I'll look that up in a second. March 30th of 1833, that wasn't listed in the key events during Jackson's presidency, so I'm not sure exactly when that happened, so I'll look it up here for you in just a second. March 30th, 1833, Jackson commissions Edmund Roberts. He is a special agent of the U.S. to negotiate commercial trade treaties abroad. They were the first treaties between the U.S. and the Far East governments, including Siam, which is now Thailand. March 28th, 1834, Jackson withdraws federal deposits. He issues an order for the Treasury Department to move federal deposits into state banks. Jackson fires William Duane for refusing to do so, and the bank closes in 1841. Didn't say specifically, probably the federal bank. Or the state, I don't know. It just said the bank closes in 1841. December 1st, 1834, Jackson terminates the national debt, frees the U.S. of foreign and domestic obligations beyond reserves of the Treasury. March 2nd, 1836, Texas declares independence. It doesn't say that it becomes a state, it just declares independence. July 11th, 1836, the Specie Circular. I was going to look that up before I started my video. I was so sorry. Government will only accept gold and silver for land payments, and it was agreed upon between Jackson and the Treasury Secretary, Levi Woodbury. Martin Van Buren is elected president against 3 Whigs, W-H-I-G-S, because that was like a new party, I guess. March 1st, 1837, Jackson recognizes Texas's independence, and March 4th, 1837, Martin Van Buren is inaugurated. So let's find out when Martin Van Buren became vice president, if you can give me just a second. I wasn't very well prepared today, so I apologize. Okay. Okay, so Martin Van Buren became vice president in March of 1833. So, like I said, sometime in 1833. So, yeah, it was right around that same time, because I said March 1st, 1833 was the Force Bill, and then I said at some point in 1833, Martin Van Buren becomes vice president. So it was actually in March. It doesn't say exactly what day, but it just says March of 1833. So, shall we see what specie means? Let's find out what that means. S-P-E-C-I-E. It's a specie circular. I want to know what specie means. Money in the form of coins rather than notes. Interesting. So that's what a specie is, I guess. Probably like, if anybody's seen Mary Poppins, the original Mary Poppins with Dick Van Dyke and, what was her name from, I can see, Julie Andrews, the little boy, Michael, wants to give his tuppence to a bird lady, but ends up giving him to his father. Tuppence was a type of coin back then in the early 1900s in England. So I suppose that's like, our quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies are considered species. I may not even be saying that correctly. I don't know. So there's your education for the day. So tomorrow we are going to be talking about our 8th president, Martin Van Buren, who served for one term. Haven't gotten his information written down yet, but we'll be doing that this afternoon, and then I'll be delivering it to you tomorrow. So, in any case, that's today's lesson about Andrew Jackson. Hope you enjoyed it. If you would like, if you know of anybody who's interested in the presidents, depending, maybe they're interested in one specific president, I don't know. Please share these videos with your friends who might enjoy learning about what the presidents did during their terms. Yesterday I talked about how Star Shadow mentioned to me about how long and Abraham Lincoln's key events were, and there's like 60 of them. So my thinking is, I got 2 thoughts on this, and I want your opinions down below in the comments. First, do you think that I should do like what I did with, which president was that, where it had a lot of, I think it was Thomas Jefferson, where I had to split it into 2 videos, first term and second term. What I can do is I can just put the date and the key event and not go into details about it, and just read it off that way, although I don't think I can get 60 done in 18, 19 minutes, because that's when my camera shuts off. Or I can break it up into different videos and do the different videos one per day, or I can do them all in one day, but that would take a long time to record the videos and then upload them, because sometimes it takes a bit to upload the videos, and my computer's being a real brat. So write down below what you think I should do. Should I just do the dates and the key events without going into details? Should I break it up into different videos, putting them all in one day? Should I break them up into different videos and do them in separate days for Abraham Lincoln or any other president? I haven't really gone into too many other presidents on how long their list is. Tomorrow's is going to be short too. But any presidents that have a longer list of key events that happened during their presidency, how do you want me to do those for the videos? Comment below and let me know. And follow me on Twitter, please. Welcome to Aria Light something, Lighthouse, Light Bearer, something like that. For my newest Twitter follower, thank you very much, Aria. So please follow me on Twitter, Chloe, at Chloe.lb40. And I will be back videotaping or giving you new videos about things other than the presidents. I did notice as I was going through my old videos for the presidents that sometimes I'm wearing the same shirt in 2 different videos. I don't have that many long sleeve shirts that I've unpacked since I moved over here, so that's why you see me in the same shirt. This one I found in the bottom of my drawer, and it represents my grandfather. He loved cardinals, and he passed away when I was 12. I was very close to him, so that's why I wore this shirt today. So I'll try to switch out my shirts daily too, so I'm not wearing the same shirt for several different videos. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Stay safe. Hope you enjoyed this educational video today about Andrew Jackson. Hope you're enjoying these videos. Star Shadow, I noticed that you have been commenting every day. I appreciate that. I'd like the rest of you to comment whenever you get the chance to. I really appreciate those comments. Let me know if you want me to keep doing them, because I feel like I'm only recording it for one person. So even though I do see that there's a few likes on some of them, I do need, some of them are mine, but I do need you guys to comment below and let me know what you think of them. So, and if you're learning anything and what new things you're learning about each president, that would be kind of cool too. So you guys go ahead and have a sunny day. Class is dismissed.